Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a special recipe here today. It is an old recipe that my husband has made for a long time. This is the recipe piece of paper. It has had stuff spilled on it. It's been wet, but it is our sacred Dad's meatloaf, famous meatloaf. So basically I have my daughter here today. She's going to mix it up for me while I read it off. And this is anywhere from 2 to 3 pounds of fresh ground beef. It's probably about an 85-15 or 90-10. Then we have a medium onion chopped. We have about 1/4 cup of ketchup. We have 1 cup of breadcrumbs. We have 1/4 cup of water, 2 eggs. We have 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce and 1 teaspoon of salt. So basically, my daughter is going to put all of this in, and then she's going to put some rubber gloves on and mix it up really well, and we're going to get it in the pan. So, Felicia, first thing we're going to do is go ahead and add in the onions. Okay. Then you can do the water. Okay, now the breadcrumbs. Okay, go ahead and break the eggs in. I have a garbage bowl right here, and we'll put over here for her to put eggshells and other things like that in. Okay. Okay, you can go ahead and add in the ketchup. And I actually have this, she actually got me this wonderful, it says you are magical. It's a spatula. You can use that to get all that ketchup out. Love that thing. Okay, now the salt, then the Worcestershire, and I have your handy dandy rubber gloves here. So she's going to put the rubber gloves on. In the meantime, we do have the oven preheated to 350. It normally bakes about 1 hour and 15 minutes. We check it, during that time frame, and about halfway through we do drain off the grease that the hamburger produces. So we're going to do that, but she's going to go ahead and dig in now, mix it all up really, really good. My husband's been making this for a really long time, and it's just something that the whole family enjoys. We're going to make some homemade mashed potatoes and some corn and rolls, and we have the whole family coming over for dinner today. So I feel like they'll all enjoy that. Also, when we get almost done, we are going to do the glaze that we put on top. That consists of basically ketchup and brown sugar, Worcestershire sauce, vinegar. So we'll be mixing that up later on in the video. And basically we are going to shape this into a really long, not really thick loaf. And then we're going to cover it with aluminum foil. And we're basically going to cook it until the juices run clear. And then after that, we will remove the foil, and we're going to coat the whole thing, top and sides, with the glaze. And then we're going to put it in the oven to broil, and it just makes a really good broiled glaze. And usually we do make extra glaze because the family loves that glaze, and they like to have extra on their meatloaf. So we do have and I've sprayed the bottom of this pan. And this is what we are going to put together the meatloaf in. My coffee out of the way here. And do you feel like it's mixed up well? Okay. So you can basically pour it in this pan here and just form it into a flat loaf, but don't let it kind of like be around the edges, because we need to do the glaze around the edges. So that's the grandbaby sitting on the table there. Hey, yoo-hoo. Well, he's just talking to his dad. We got the family here. It's my son Josh. There's Jack. You know her from the videos. And that's JJ. And this is Felicia. She's my daughter. She's nice enough to prepare. Let's say hey.
Hey.
She's going to kill me after the video. Okay, that looks good. Maybe just a little tiny bit flatter if you can. Good. Okay, so I'm going to give her some aluminum foil to cover the top of this. Just be rather gently when you pull it off because it is from Dollar Tree. So just be a little extra careful with it. Alright, good deal. Cover that up really well. I'm going to get that in the oven and I'll probably cook it for about 45 minutes and then we'll drain all of those juices off of there. So I will be back to let you see that part of it. Okay guys, we are going to drain the excessive grease off of the meatloaf. So my husband's actually going to do that. And it usually does get a little bit of grease buildup and we like to get that off of there. So I need to do it here. Get that up a little bit. Okay, so I don't feel like there's a ton actually. Is there?
Must have been some good quality meat.
It was. Okay, so do you want to drain it?
No, it's going to.
Okay, we're not going to drain it right now. Okay guys, I'm here with Felicia again. We are recording the making of the glaze for the meatloaf. What we have here is a cup and a half of ketchup. This is 1 cup of packed brown sugar. Light or dark will work. This is light. I have 4 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce and 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. So what she's going to do is just mix all of those in that bowl. Go ahead and get started. Just going to mix them all in there. And we're just going to kind of let it sit to the side for a few so all the brown sugar will dissolve really good. Then we're going to check that meatloaf here in a few minutes and put a little bit of glaze on it, stick it back in the oven. Everybody likes extra, so that's why there's so many ingredients right here right now. So okay, it's looking good. Looking really good. And we do have an audience. We have Jacqueline up here watching intently with her papa. And we have Joshua here watching. And we have Kristen back there. So we do have quite an audience here for this amazing meatloaf glaze. Okay, so we're just going to set that to the side and we will be back to show you the glazing of the meatloaf. Okay guys, we have pulled the meatloaf out of the oven after about 1 hour and 15 minutes. And there is quite a bit of juice in here now. So we're going to go ahead and drain that off. Okay. I'm going to drain most of it anyway. Well, we can. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Okay, now we're going to bring it back over here. We're going to cut it in two and see how it looks. Okay, you want to cut it in two there? We just want to make sure it looks done. We need a meat thermometer, but we do not have one of those.
Cut it in the thickest part.
Yeah, definitely the thickest part. Now, pull it apart. And it does look like there's a little bit of pink in there to me. So okay.
Uncovered.
So we're going to cook it a little bit uncovered, probably how many? Do you want to leave it apart or put it back together?
I'd say about another 15 minutes.
15 minutes. We'll come back and check it and then we'll probably glaze it. We'll be back. Okay guys, it's time to take the meatloaf out of the oven and do the big glaze on it. It's been cooking 15 more minutes. We feel like that is good enough, so we are just going to go ahead and glaze it up.
Look, there's only two.
Just a little side note, my husband did add a little bit more of the brown sugar to it. He felt like it needed to be a little bit thicker, so he's going to go ahead and, how much would you think you added? About half a cup?
Half a cup. Yeah.
Half a cup. Okay, so he's just going to go ahead and glaze it up. I'm going to go around here so I can get a better shot. Okay.
The real ingredient is love.
Yes. Love. You heard it? Right there, folks. Glaze away. Got a little bit of
Don't be afraid to put
potato
the glaze
action
on.
here.
Do not be afraid to put the glaze on.
The more glaze, the better, guys.
Spit down my
And then we'll have plenty of extra.
You won't have extra because everybody likes it.
Good deal. Gonna be so good. Got some corn going on back there. Got some potatoes going on right here. We're gonna make some mashed potatoes. Got some rolls over there. It's gonna be delicious. This will go back in under the broil. And for about how long, honey?
It starts bubbling.
Till it starts bubbling up. And then we'll bring it out. We'll slice it up and plate it up. And I'll take a picture of it and let you guys see. Okay, we're going to go ahead and stick it back in the oven now, and we'll be back when it's finished. Guys, we are going to take this out and let you see how it looks, how you can see that it is bubbling on top, bubbling. So that is basically it. That is the finished product, and it is delicious. Yummo. We are going to plate it up, but that's it for the meatloaf. So if you would subscribe to my channel, like and comment on the video, and thanks for watching.